The love story of Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban. Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban seemed like the perfect couple for almost 20 years. They smiled on red carpets and called each other soulmates. But in 2025, everything changed. Their marriage ended, and people wanted to know why. Nicole's first love. Before Keith, Nicole was married to Tom Cruise. She met him in 1990 when she was only 23 years old. Tom was very famous. Nicole fell deeply in love with him. Her friends told her not to marry him. They said it would hurt her career. But Nicole didn't listen because she loved him so much. They got married and adopted 2 children named Isabella and Connor. For 11 years, they seemed happy. But then in 2001, Tom suddenly asked for a divorce. Nicole was heartbroken. She felt lost and alone. After the divorce, she decided to focus on making movies. She chose roles that showed strong women. Slowly, she started to heal. Keith's difficult past. Keith Urban grew up in Australia. His father had problems with alcohol. Keith grew up watching this, and it affected him deeply. When Keith became famous as a country music singer, he also started having problems with alcohol and drugs. He felt lost inside, even though people loved his music. In 1998, Keith went to rehab for the first time to get help. He got better for a while, but the problems came back. He felt lonely, even when thousands of people came to his concerts. When they met. Nicole and Keith met in 2005 at a charity event. Keith was performing with his guitar. He thought Nicole was too beautiful and famous to like him. For 4 months, he had her phone number but was too scared to call her. When he finally called, they talked for hours. They understood each other. Both had been through hard times. Both were looking for peace and real love. Nicole said it felt effortless to be with him. Getting married. In June 2006, just 1 year after meeting, they got married in Sydney, Australia. It was a beautiful, small wedding. Keith whispered, "I love you," before Nicole even reached him at the altar. They were so happy to start a new life together. The first big problem. But only 4 months after the wedding, Keith started having problems again with drugs and alcohol. Nicole could see something was wrong. She was scared, but she loved him. In October 2006, Nicole and Keith's friends helped him go to rehab. He stayed there for 3 months. Keith thought Nicole might leave him, but she didn't. She visited him and supported him. When he came home, he was better. He said Nicole saved his life. Their quiet life. After Keith got better, they moved to a farm in Tennessee. They wanted a peaceful, quiet life away from Hollywood. In 2008, they had their first daughter, Sunday Rose. In 2010, they had another daughter, Faith Margaret. Nicole and Keith were so happy to be parents. For many years, they seemed like a perfect family. Keith wrote love songs about Nicole. They celebrated anniversaries. Everyone thought they would be together forever. Trouble starts again. But slowly, things started to change. Keith traveled a lot for his music concerts. Nicole stayed home with their daughters. They spent less time together. Friends said they were like 2 ships passing in the night. They were in the same place, but not really together. In 2025, people started to notice something was wrong. Keith seemed sad and distant. During a radio interview, someone asked Keith about Nicole kissing other actors in movies. Keith looked uncomfortable and the call suddenly ended. People thought this was strange. The breakup. In September 2025, the news came out. Nicole and Keith were separating after 19 years of marriage. On September 30th, Nicole filed for divorce. People were shocked. How could a couple who seemed so perfect break up? Nicole didn't talk much about it. She stayed quiet and focused on her daughters. She went to church with them. She wanted to protect them from all the gossip. Keith also stayed mostly quiet. At one concert, he told the crowd that sometimes love changes form. What we can learn. Nicole had loved 2 famous men, Tom Cruise and Keith Urban. Both times, she tried very hard to make the marriage work. She tried to help them with their problems. But sometimes, even when you love someone very much and try your best, relationships end. Nicole learned that you can't fix everyone. Love should make you happy, not exhausted. After the divorce, Nicole didn't become bitter or angry. She stayed strong. She focused on being a good mom and doing good work. Keith also learned lessons. He knew Nicole had helped him so much. He was grateful for the time they had together. A new beginning. After everything, Nicole was okay. She wasn't broken. She was strong. She still believed in love, but she learned that love looks different every time. Some relationships end not because they failed, but because they taught you what you needed to learn. Nicole showed that even when your heart breaks, you can be strong, kind, and hopeful. You can start again, and that's the most important lesson of all.